I'm Matt Dawson.
I'm Mike Mallin.
A summary of Sona Wars. Honestly, it's probably too fantastic to summarize. You'd have to see it to believe it, but we'll give it a shot. It was an ultrasound education competition where we attempted to have a lot of fun and teach at the same time while kind of making a fool of ourselves.
Or making a fool of one another.
There were a few pearls we could probably pass along. We talked about echo, ultrasound for PE.
Yeah, so there's been a lot of talk about the diagnosis of PE, and one of the things we try to bring across is that you can use ultrasound to make the diagnosis of pulmonary embolus, looking at the lungs, looking at the heart, looking at the legs for DVT. You can actually have a pretty high sensitivity specificity with those three things combined, and we could probably reduce CT utilization by about 50%. So we talked about that.
We also taught some musculoskeletal ultrasound. That's probably the area where we think it's utilized the least in the emergency department, has the biggest potential because it's not that difficult to learn. We showed a couple very simple scans that can make a big difference in the next patient that comes in.
Looking at the shoulder, looking at the hip, looking for effusions, tapping the elbow, looking at the elbow for fractures, lots of stuff we can do there.
Lung ultrasound, cardiac ultrasound, effusion, tamponade, we talked about all of those things, and our main point that we tried to stress is that honestly all of these are clinical diagnoses. You need to be able to understand what's on the screen, but you also need to look at the patient in front of you to really make a decision about what to do next.
And then, of course, we had a little fun. We had two teams competing, Manchester City versus Manchester United. Had a little bit of fun with it. And we had some people from the audience come up, play along. They got to do some hands-on scanning. We did some blindfolded scanning, did some vascular access, not being able to see the models. Had a really good time. And the winner, of course, was the entire audience.
There were a lot of inappropriate jokes. They'll probably be cut out, but maybe you'll be lucky. Maybe they'll still be in there.
Maybe just one of them.
Hopefully some of them will be in there. Check it out and see.